Hey guys, it's Chronofairy and we are going to be examining the reasons as to why Hypixel Skyblock is so popular and successful in today's video. Drop a like and subscribe for more Minecraft videos because we are going to be examining the meteoric rise of Hypixel Skyblock. Now, if you haven't already played Hypixel Skyblock, where have you been living? I'm just kidding. But seriously though, the popularity of Hypixel Skyblock has shot through the roof. If I were to give a brief introduction as to what makes Hypixel Skyblock unique or stand out from the other Skyblock servers in Minecraft, well, those of you who are already playing Hypixel Skyblock would know this, but for the benefit of those that don't, Hypixel Skyblock combines the Skyblock game mode in Minecraft with RPG and even prison elements. Hypixel Skyblock was first released on June 11, 2019 to much fanfare as the Hypixel community had been waiting for a Skyblock game mode for literally years, guys. When we first joined, I and many others expected it to be a typical Skyblock game mode unlike any other Minecraft server where you just survive and thrive on your island, but Hypixel Skyblock took it one step further by making it a full-blown MMORPG experience by having features like trading, a collection system, cool weapons and bows with abilities that you actually have to grind for, automated grinders like minions, and even more. I mean, there's even talks of a dungeon update coming to Hypixel Skyblock in the future. I mean, how cool is that? Now, what does all this history have to do with Hypixel Skyblock's popularity? Well, you see, Hypixel Skyblock was popular since the first day it launched, and the reason as to why I'm making this video more than 2 months after it launched is because you need time to gauge whether its popularity stays or not. If Hypixel launched any new game mode, it will be successful for sure, at least on the initial week of release. Hence, the true test is to see if its popularity will withstand the first few months, where usually there will be a steep decline in players, but there hasn't, at least not yet. Hypixel Skyblock is not only Hypixel's most successful Minecraft game mode, but it's also a game mode that has brought players back to playing on its server and has even attracted hundreds of thousands of unique players who have never played on Hypixel before to join Skyblock to see what the hype is about. Now, to understand why it's so popular, we need to look at arguably its biggest competitor, Minecraft. Now, you might argue that this isn't a fair comparison to Hypixel Skyblock because Hypixel already had a huge player base from its other game modes. While Minecraft usually gets less than 1,000 players these days, keep in mind that in its prime, it did have thousands of players. And I think it's worth mentioning that just like Hypixel, Minecraft did have a decent player base coming into it when it first launched as well, because the server was started by the people behind the Crafted Movie YouTube channel, which is a really popular Minecraft Machinima channel with over 300,000 subscribers. So Minecraft did have massive promotion. Also, Grian from Crafted Movie, yes, that Grian, whose wildly successful solo channel has almost 4 million subscribers now, actually co-owns Minecraft, and he has made several videos on it. You can see that the Minecraft videos on the channel did get hundreds of thousands of views, so it was kind of popular for a while. So yeah, Minecraft is a fair comparison, and I think why the player base on Hypixel Skyblock has not dropped at all since launch, but has in fact increased Hypixel's total player base to a new peak is because of the way that Hypixel Skyblock was designed. You can tell that the Hypixel team spent a lot of time perfecting Skyblock for launch, that they have put a lot of nifty features to make it stand out from the competition. One of the advantages that Hypixel Skyblock has is that despite being an MMORPG-like experience, it's actually really easy to learn and pick up. The same can't be said for Minecraft, but I'm not implying that Minecraft is bad though. Both servers are fantastic in their own right. It's just that when you have a lower barrier of entry, more players will flock to and actively play on your server. Case in point, if you compare Bed Wars to Skyblock on Hypixel, some people were really surprised that Skyblock overtook Bed Wars in player base so quickly. This is the lower barrier of entry that I was referring to. And if you don't quite understand what I'm talking about, let me explain. Bed Wars and other popular game modes like Sky Wars centers around Minecraft PvP. Now, I love Minecraft PvP, but let's face it, some might not like it that much. Hence, Hypixel Skyblock is more accessible in general, as it appeals to the casual Minecraft player, and that's why it's so successful. Another thing that Hypixel Skyblock does well is that aside from catering to the casual Minecraft player, it also appeals to the more hardcore players as well. What do I mean by this? Well, there are secrets to explore like Fairy Souls, which can give you permanent stat boosts, and different dimensions, like the recent End Dimension, which caters more to the players who have really good gear. This way, they aren't alienating their player base by catering both to the casual and the hardcore Minecraft players. The Hypixel development team updates Skyblock quite regularly to ensure that there's new content being pumped in to keep the game fresh and exciting, because a MMORPG like Hypixel Skyblock relies quite heavily on updates in order to sustain its player base, because they want new things to grind for. And on top of all of this, the community on Hypixel Skyblock is generally quite friendly and welcoming. I mean, I know that there are some people there who have bad experiences with people scamming and all that, but those are just a few bad apples that sadly exist in any community. If you are a new player and you don't know something, you can just ask in chat and usually someone will be quick to respond. In fact, some experienced players take it upon themselves to give back to the community by even giving away free stuff to new players. I was in fact told by a few people in my comment section right here on YouTube that they have been given free stuff from veteran players. Sure, it isn't like ridiculously OP stuff that they were giving away for free, but it's a nice gesture overall. Of course, if all else fails and you need info about certain item or topic in Hypixel Skyblock that no one seems to be helping you with, you can always turn to YouTube. The YouTube community for Hypixel Skyblock here is really active, and there's a video for everything you could ever want to know about anything in Hypixel Skyblock. And that is why Hypixel Skyblock is so successful. As to whether its popularity will last for the years to come, it all depends on the Hypixel team's ability to churn out quality, regular updates, and listening to feedback from the players. Hypixel has got a really good base of a game here, and if they keep working hard on it, it'll only get better and more popular. Thank you for watching. Be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I upload Minecraft videos and Hypixel content regularly here on my channel, including Skyblock videos as well. Check out my playlist of all the Hypixel Skyblock guides that I've done so far. Link is in the video description down below. Thank you all. I'll see you guys in the next video.